The Kospet Optimus 2 smartwatch isn't really a smartwatch. It rather is a smartphone. What I mean by that, I will let you know in this video. Hey, my name is Leonard. You're watching the product review. Yep, that's me. So this smartwatch has all kinds of features. Well, I wouldn't recommend using this smartwatch for sleep tracking or sport tracking since this one is really chunky, but otherwise it is worth taking a look. So today we will go over all of the features and the specs. Now before we jump into the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you're new. Also click the notification bell to always be notified whenever I upload new videos. And now with that being said, let's start with some specs. So this smartwatch has 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigabytes of internal storage, which is insane. I've never seen that in a smartwatch. With the built-in 13 megapixels camera, you can take photos and videos which look decent for a smartwatch camera, and you can store them on your smartwatch. Right here, a short clip. Well, you can even do some videos with this one, but they're not the best, but at least you can do a little bit with this camera. The Kospet 2 has a ceramic bezel with a plastic case and a silicone strap with a quick release function. Unfortunately, this watch only comes in the color black, but at least you can change the colors of the straps anytime you want to. We also have built-in GPS, a mic, a speaker, a slot for a SIM card, so you can actually use the smartwatch like a smartphone and call friends, write messages and all that stuff. And this watch is waterproof. Oh, and by the way, as you can see, this watch is massive. It has a 1.6-inch color touch display with a resolution of 400 by 400. And so much for the specs. So let's head over to some features, which are, by the way, a lot. If we swipe to the left, we get to all of our features. So first up, we get the phone, SMS, and our contacts, just in case you want to put in your SIM card and use this smartwatch without your smartphone being nearby. We have the usual stuff like the heart rate, sleep, and blood oxygen tracker, which can be set in the Fit app. Over here, we can adjust the tracking interval timer of these trackers and see all of the stats for the day, last week, or even month. Once this watch is connected to the internet, either via your home internet or the SIM card, you can browse the internet, use the Google Assistant, which is working just fine in my opinion, and of course you have Google Maps. Now you cannot use the 2-finger technique to zoom in and zoom out, but at least the double tap is working. Next up, the weather widget, and this one looks massive and super clean. So you have all the updates for the day and for the next 6 days. Since this is an Android 10.7 smartwatch, you have the App Store as well. So you can download WhatsApp, Instagram, Snapchat, and all of this stuff if you want to. The only thing I noticed is that the buttons are sometimes a little bit off screen, so you have to be very precise if you want to select anything. But therefore, typing is very easy. As well as the watch faces. You have all kinds of different watch faces on this one. Some digital ones, analog, funny looking ones, or you can even take your own pictures and use them as a background. Now just to complete the list, we have a rather bright flashlight, a calculator, a recorder, music player, gallery, breathing exercises, and a calendar. The most used feature on this smartwatch may be the sport mode, even though I think it's really uncomfortable doing some sports with such a chunky smartwatch. But anyways, overall we have 31 different sport modes to choose from, like wrestling, ping pong, rope jumping, and the normal stuff like running, cycling, and walking. With this smartwatch you can even customize your desktop settings or adjust your app layout. So you can kind of like make it look like an Apple Watch, have the apps in 1, 2, or 3 rows lined up, which are my personal favorite. If we swipe to the left, we get to our notifications, swiping down to our daily stats, music player, and the weather widget, and swiping down takes us to our quick panel, where you can set the screen brightness, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, D&D, flight mode, and all of that jazz. And basically, that's already all of it. As for last, let's talk a little bit about the battery life. Overall, you cannot expect too much of it. Through the 1260 mAh battery, which sounds a lot, you only get roughly 1 day of battery life, which really isn't that much. So you really have to treat this smartwatch like a smartphone. Now folks, that's already it for the video. If you like it, smash that like button, smash the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also click the notification bell to always be notified whenever I upload new videos. And with that being said, see you in the next one. Peace.